It's 8:24. Let's go up to Shanghai and talk to Shanghai-based independent economist Andy Shi. Very good morning to you, Andy.
Good morning.
Let me get your thoughts on this data that we had on China's economy on Friday. Obviously, the GDP data shrunk by worse than expected, 6.8% year on year. We also had retail sales, industrial production. What's your take? Better or worse than you expected?
Well, the economy was shut down for half of the time, so it's hard to anticipate not a big negative number. In the first quarter, automobile production dropped by 45%, mobile phone by 35%, and the restaurant space is shut by half of the time. So the economy obviously dropped a lot, and I think 6.8 is kind of a pretty. It's a kind number. I would say 20% or plus.
So is there any sign now where you are up in Shanghai of things getting back to normal? Are factories more or less at full production, or are they, maybe less than that? Are people shopping again? And did you see any sign at all in the data that maybe things have improved from February to March?
Well, I think 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, the middle of March, the government ordered factories and restaurants to open up. So then I think that the government recently said that 80% of the businesses are back in business. It's difficult to say that when the other 20% will come back, but 80% I would say okay, 80%. But the issue is a demand issue, and we know that people social distancing is not part of the mass psychology. It's not just a government policy. I think people are still very concerned, so they're not going out. And in this kind of environment, I don't expect people to go out to buy cars like before or change their mobile phones because it's got another camera. So the demand issues will be with us for a long time.
So is it going to take a while then for consumer confidence to recover and for things to get back to normal? Because even at 80%, if you lose 20% of your economy's production capacity, that's a lot, isn't it? That's still a big hit to the economy.
Oh, yeah. In normal time, it would be considered depression. But now I think that it's kind of a good news compared to what we had before. But the issue is that people, but I think Chinese people are pretty jittery. So that's why, even though the government didn't announce a national lockdown, it was pretty much a lockdown. The people got scared. Now that the government is more optimistic about
Hello, Andy, are you there? Well, we appear to be having a lot of problems with the phones this morning. It looks like we've lost Andy Shi as well, who's our independent economist based up in Shanghai.